In this tutorial, we'll have a look at how to make buttons for use in App Inventor apps. We will be using Paint to make these buttons. Buttons for applications should usually be square or twice as wide as they are tall. We will start by going to File and New, and I'm not going to save this version. Go to Resize and choose the size not in percent but in pixels. A good size for applications is 256 by 256. To be able to change both at the same time, you need to untick Maintain Aspect Ratio. When you have both set to 256, click OK. I'm going to make some simple shapes as buttons. I will start with a circle, which I'm going to place near the centre. To make the button easy to see, it is a good idea to give it a border. Use a rounded rectangle and come close to the border and stretch out to fill most of the area. This first button I'm going to save as circle. You need to save a version which can go onto the internet. This includes PNGs, JPEGs and GIFs. You should avoid bitmap or other formats. PNG is a very good choice. I'm going to save some other versions of the buttons now. Keeping the border the same, I'm going to rub out the circle and place a triangle. Make sure you use Save As to give it a new name. Don't save over the original circle with the new version. I'm also going to delete this and use a square. To get an exact square, I can use the Shift key, which will make sure the height and width remain the same. This I will save as, call square, and finally I will remove and include a hexagon. Again, to keep the height and width proportional, I can use the Shift key . If you are bringing in a picture from the internet, you may have to resize after you have pasted in. Here is the procedure. I have searched for App Inventor to find a suitable logo. I'm going to use the Android robot holding a sign. Firstly, make sure that you use View Image so that you can copy a proper sized version of the image. now going to paste, and you can see that this image is no longer square. To fix this, I go to resize and make sure that the height and width are the same. In this case, I'll have to add pixels to the vertical. So untick maintain aspect ratio, set both to the same, and then center the image. When the image is centered, we go back to resize, keep maintain aspect ratio, and set it back to 256 pixels. Both height and width will now be 256. At this point, we can then save our icon, although first of all, we should probably put on a border so that it turns out more like a button. Now choose rounded rectangle, and put in the edges of the button.